Hey, so today we got some much needed rain. It's the first real rain day we've had in, geez, 2-3 weeks, I'd say. We got a little bit here and there, but mostly at nighttime and nothing through the day. But today we got probably 10 to 15 millimeters, if not more. So, pigs, they're all happy. So, I'm thinking it must be nice tomorrow. We're gonna build a pallet fence around their area here like we did last year and put a single strand of the electric fence in there just to train them to it, and we'll leave them in there for a week or so until they're big enough they won't go out through their fence that's here. And once they're that size, we'll take the pallet fence down and they'll have free range of the whole area that we showed you a couple videos ago. Other than that, I started fencing in the chicken pasture this morning, so I'll finish that up tomorrow, and then hopefully I can finish the cattle's pasture because we got the insulators in. So we'll get the calves and the goats pasture done tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll be able to move the calves and the goats over there the next couple days, because I do want to build them a little bit of a shelter so that they're not completely exposed to the elements. But it's also not supposed to rain, so we might just put them over there, and then maybe we can start milking Rose. With the calves on her, we haven't milked her because they drain her pretty good. So, but no, that's the plan for tomorrow. And if everything goes good, we're gonna start making hay this week. We got neighbor's baler running, so we're down checking out his field yesterday, and it looks good. So I think we're gonna start haying that, so stay tuned and we'll add that into this video as well. Foundation for the building started. Alright, so it's been a busy couple of days. Our wire funnel, so as you can see, we're getting it up. And if you look down there, way down there, see how the zoom works on this. There's Shelby and Olivia out putting up the wire. So once they get that put up, we're going to go and tighten everything up. And then I'm working right now. If I get over here, I got the underground wire hooked on here, so I'm gonna trench out here over there to where that post is for the pigs, and I'm gonna run the wire over under there, hook onto that fence, and that fence will provide power to this fence. So that's what we're working on right now. Once we get all that done, we'll come back. So we're a little bit closer here. So we got the 5 strands up the whole way around. That's because the lower ones are for the goats, the upper ones for the calves. And if you can pick it up, that line, I got it all dug out. And the insulated line run over here. You can see it up there. I'm not gonna cut it off and hook it onto that fence until we're ready to test it. We still gotta tighten up the 5 strands on this pasture, which is going to be a 3-man operation because it's so large, and we're going to need one halfway through and one halfway through the other side, and someone up at the end pulling it all tight. And then look here, there's spots we got to whippersnip, so we're going to whippersnip that out. I got an anthill over near the gate I got to dig out, an old anthill, that way we're not grounding out there. We'll make sure everything's good to go, we're not grounding out, and then we'll hook it up and test it out and see what we're getting for voltage. And then once we got that done, we're gonna build a little shelter over here for the calves and the goats, and then we're gonna move them over here. So we're gonna get all that whippersnip, get the anthill dug out, and then when we're ready to test, we'll be back. There's the anthill. As you can see, it's right on the line, so I'm going to dig it out a little bit, and I'll show you what I got when I'm finished. There we go. Now that's dug out enough. I don't know if you can see it, but we're good. We're gonna clear the line. We're gonna whippersnip that bottom out so we're not grounding out. And then once we get that wire all tightened up and good to go, we'll be ready to test this fence, see how well it's gonna work. So that's the next step, because right now if we hook it up, it's just going to ground out because there's grass that's a little high. So we'll whippersnip that whole fence line, and then we'll get her all tightened up and turn her on and test it. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so in continuing getting the pasture ready for our 2 beef cows and our goats, put this together. It's just pallet structure, but we're thinking about covering it and making it so the wind can't blow through. There's a couple spots where we're missing some slats, so I'm going to put those back on, and then we're going to put a roof onto it. But we figure this way they got somewhere they can go in out of the rain, out of the wind, and all that stuff. So, and once we come over here, fence is all up, grass is grown. There's a tree here we got to pull out, another one over there, but there should be plenty of grass here for the cows, plenty of grass and weeds for the goats. So once we get some chain link put across the gate, we're gonna set the water up here, and we're gonna move the calves up here, and then we'll let them up here for a day or so, and then we'll bring the goats up. So that'll be tomorrow's project. Alright, so we got the pallet fence up and the single strand of wire so we can start training the pig. You can see right there, maybe. Yeah, there's a single strand. So we got pallets the whole way around. Their water encompasses their house, their water, and all. So we'll let them out here for a couple weeks till they get this cleared up, and then we'll open the whole area up to them. Once they get a little bigger, we don't have to worry about them going out through the fence. But here in a second, we're gonna open up their door, and we'll see them come out of their shelter for the first time.